Gary, come on in. I'm very excited to hear this pitch. What's the movie called?
Tammy and the T-Rex.
Tammy and the T-Rex. I love it. Rolls off the tongue. Every girl in America is going to want to be Tammy. I can already see the lunchbox. Do kids still use lunchboxes? Who cares? They will after this movie. So what's it about?
Michael, Tammy's boyfriend, is frequently harassed by a local bully named Billy, who is obsessed with Tammy.
Classic. It's like a modern-day Back to the Future, but instead of Biff, you got Billy. I love it. Who can't relate?
One day, Billy and his thugs throw Michael into Wild Animal Park where lions run loose.
Not sure if that still really qualifies as bullying at that point. And Billy has thugs? Do school bullies really have thugs? And the lions run loose? That doesn't seem like a good decision by the park staff. But keep going. They're minor quibbles.
A lion mauls Michael, and he is left in a state of comatose.
A state of comatose? Is that really how you describe that?
He is brought to a hospital where his intoxicated uncle watches over him.
I'm worried that the drunken, distant relative keeps a steadfast hospital bed vigil after lion mauling sort of seems like it's been done to death in recent years.
Dr. Walkenstein and his assistant Helga declare Michael dead so they can use his brain to control an animatronic dinosaur that Walkenstein has created.
I'm starting to have a few questions.
After his brain is installed, Michael escapes and wreaks vengeance on his high school tormentors and is reunited with his sweetheart Tammy.
So, if I could just make sure we're on the same page here. In his downtime from his demanding role as a major trauma surgeon, the doctor has created an animatronic dinosaur, a project which sits in his basement, nearly completed, needing only a human brain to activate it. Upon receiving a local high school student who has been mauled by lions under suspicious circumstances, an act which would surely be the media story of the decade in the community he resides in, the doctor decides to declare him dead before he actually dies. I'm sorry, the doctor and his assistant Helga. I wasn't aware that ER docs had assistants. I thought that trained nurses and residents helped out doctors, but that's besides the point. So then the doctor escapes, no doubt alarming the countless media and mourners who would have gathered outside the hospital waiting for updates regarding the local high school student who is tenuously clutching to life and proceeds to attack more high school students and then seek out his sweetheart. That sound about right?
She realizes the dinosaur is Michael and begins a search to find a more suitable body for him.
She realizes that the dinosaur is Michael? And then her first reaction is not to A, flee in terror, or B, alert the police about the madman operating at the local hospital, but rather to find a more suitable body for him. Some quick Googling, perhaps? Logs on to Yahoo Answers to see if anybody else has had this problem before?
However, Dr. Walkenstein is in hot pursuit of his creation.
Yes, the doctor, operating on the most interesting case this community has ever known, walks out to the gathered media, which by this time clearly has attracted national attention, says to them, the boy who was mysteriously dumped in the animal park and attacked by lions is doing fine, in spite of the crazed mechanical dinosaur which burst through these very walls not half an hour ago, which I assure you has nothing to do with this case. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to peel out of the parking lot in hot pursuit of something that, while I can't tell you a single piece of information about its nature, is not illegal and has nothing to do with anything that has happened tonight.
This leads to a chase scene that ends with Michael killing the doctor.
Oh, so I take it Tammy was unable to find a suitable body then? Walmart was fresh out?
Police officers open fire and destroy the mechanical dinosaur.
No doubt by this point in time, the president has weighed in, the foreign press has flooded the town, conspiracy theorists have begun leading witch hunts against various minority groups that they deem responsible for these apocalyptic events, hysterical prophets have taken to the streets to declare the end of days.
Tammy manages to recover Michael's brain.
Oh, that's it? No details? She just manages to recover the brain from the animatronic T-Rex that wreaked havoc on the city, killed a prominent local figure, and was shot down by police? She just waltzes up and plucks it out of the dinosaur's head. You know what? This story is full of holes, but I think in the hands of the right director, it might possibly work. How does it all wrap up?
In the end, she takes it home with her and hooks his brain up to her computer and video camera, which allows him to see her perform a striptease for him.
Gary, get the hell out of my office.